Hey everybody, Mark with Grimtastic Baits. We are in the spooky season, so I figured why not do something different? Why not mold my finger and make that an actual bait, like a severed finger? Now, in full honesty, I know this has been done before by Marling Baits, but he did his, he whittled his out, he carved his turned out pretty cool. I just want to do something a little different, and I've been wanting to do this for some time. So, problem is, having my finger sitting there for a half an hour is going to become very uncomfortable. So I figure I have a way by that. So hold on a second. All right. So I'm using my left for this one. So I'm just going to go ahead and dangle it in there. And then I'm going to pour the silicone around my finger, and then when I'm done, I'm going to go to the hospital and get that reattached. Little hint of what's coming. Here we go. Took more bricks than I thought, because my finger, I don't want it to touch the bottom, but I want it to sit there comfortable, because I'm going to have to be like this for half an hour. So I'm thinking my finger's going to displace quite a bit of this. If I fill this all the way up, I'm thinking that should hopefully do it. I don't know. If it doesn't fill all the way up, oh well, it'll be part of a severed finger instead of an entire severed finger. But I am going to go around the base of this with a little bit of clay before we get into this. Okay, let's prepare our pharmaceutical scale. Tear that out. Once I learn how to work the machine. Oh, it's off 0.6. Can't have that. There. We'll go about halfway. See what the weight is at that point. 403. I meant to do that. 404 now. So 808 is what we're looking for. Seven. Oh, 809, 810. Okay, that's pretty close. I'm not scoffing at that. So let me get that stirred up, and we'll move on to the next step. All right, Vaseline the finger. Don't Vaseline the finger. I don't know. So we're just gonna. Oh, this is gonna be. This might be a big failure. Okay, I'm going to dump it in and then stick my finger in. That's what I'm going to do. And I can already tell we're in trouble. Oh, no. You know what? Oh, that's going to work almost perfect. If I keep my hands still, I can get comfortable for half an hour. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I didn't think this through. I'll see you in a half hour. It's been 30 minutes, and yeah, my finger's in there. At this point, though, I don't know if I can get it out without ripping this thing to pieces. Oh God. I probably should have Vaselined my finger like I was thinking, but sorry. All right, you know what? Let's just pull. Oh my God. Oh, Nikes. Hold on. Where's Okay, so I was looking for a little LED light or something, but I don't know what I've done. Let's let that set a while and come back to it, and I'll figure the rest of this out. Full disclosure, off camera, as I looked at this, is a little shallow. So I mixed up some more silicone or whatever, mold maker, and put my finger back in and poured the rest. Because the way it looked like I was getting a knuckle or two in. So what I'm thinking, I'm not going to remove this all the way. What I do want to do, though, is make it so that when I pour it, holy crud, I want to over pour it for a reason. So I'm going to smooth this out as much as I can. When I over pour it, it's going to run over, and I'm going to have flaps of layers of skin maybe to go around that. That looks so wrong on so many levels. Anyway, I'm going to do that. We'll trim this thing up a little bit. Why does this feel so wrong? All right. Hopefully when it runs over, like I say, we'll have like a layer of skin. It may look like it's going to be a little squares though, so maybe I'll round that out a little bit too with the razor blade, if I can find one. It's maybe easier said than done. I just don't want it to look fabricated. I want it to look authentic. I'll tell you what, Limelite knows how to make a mold material. Okay. That's kind of jagged, kind of not so smooth. Makes more sense when I overpour. Guess we'll have to heat up some plastic and get as close to pasty Caucasian white as I can. So I've never tried to make a white man's flesh before. This will be a first. I think I'm going to do white first, a couple drops just to get it saturated. Maybe a small drop of pink, or this is actually bubblegum, sorry. And then oddly enough, earthworm might bring it all together. So I'm gonna see what this turns out like. Let's do 1, 2. Now, you know what? If we need more saturation, we can do that later. Let's do one of that. And see if this bad boy will bring it together. Let's do 2 of this. Ooh. More pink. Yep, I'm doing this without my glove on. It makes me nervous, but Now let's do one more. I'm glad I said that all out loud in case I have to duplicate this recipe. Or if you want to make it at home, if you have any desire to make fleshy colored, you know what? I'm going to call that pretty. I'm going to do another drop of white. Maybe they should change all the job application forms from being white to being earthworm. I'm liking that. Let's do that. Let me move these things out of the way. It's kind of crazy. Let's see how it turns out. Oh, this finger's gonna drink. Then I'm gonna go over the edge. I can actually collect that plastic off the Lego later. Now comes the fun part. Not really. It's not fun to wait, but more fun than having your finger stuck in there for a half hour than deciding you need to make your finger mold taller and putting your finger in there for another half hour. So I hope you all appreciate what I've done here for you. Okay, are you ready for a moment of truth here? It definitely looks fleshy. Oh no, I'm ripping it. Okay, so maybe that idea not so good. Well, now I don't have a fleshy. Okay. Ooh. Come on. I can't. I have got some fat freaking fingers. Oh my God. Okay, so I got a bubble there. If I could describe to you how this feels, this is one of the creepiest things. Oh my gosh. Okay, so wow. Yeah, let me sit and think on this for a minute. I think I need to turn this into a tube bait. It's extremely heavy, but it is a floating blend plastic, so I really don't know what it's going to do. But it's heavy, and I want to make it a tube. So the only thing I can come up with is using a dowel rod, and since it's kind of crooked and at an angle, and I need to bring it up a little bit, I need to fashion a way for it to stay. So I'm going to go up about that high and run a 16th inch bit, hopefully not through my finger. So that I can take a pin, run it through there, and float it. So, I don't know. We'll just have to see how this works. See, it's bumping the... Oh, there we might be okay. Wait a minute, I got another idea. Use some scrap. To hold it in place. Sorry. There, that'll give it a little bite. But I didn't think that through because that's going to be overhanging into the... Let me think about this. What I've done is exactly what I thought. I just raised it up a little higher. It feels very free floating right now. There's only one way to find out, and that's to give it a run. That just might work. Only time will tell now. Let's see how this one turned out. I'm not sure how to predict this one. Oh, look at that dent there. Ouch. Still pretty warm. I'm gonna try. Well, here's the good thing. Finger on a stick. It doesn't feel like it came. It looks like it wanted to come out right there. So a tube may not work on this. God, everything I do about this looks so wrong. I should probably quit while I'm ahead. The other thing I could do, look at it, keeps getting this. I don't know what the hell happened there. It must have been a bubble. I do not have a wart like that on my finger, I swear to God. Here, proof. No, I don't. I almost want to remelt. God, I can't look at that end. Let's try something else. Excuse me. Golly. You know, before we do that, doing something a little on the side here off camera. Don't ask. Don't ask. Okay. You'll see soon enough. Ooh, there's a little party favor in there. Now, I have this. Oh, this sucks. So this stuff feels like it floats. This flash boo I have. Okay, I'm going to be standing here a while. No need for you to wait. Alright. Oh, still not set. Okay, this is going to take a while. I think we are ready to pull this one out, but I'm going to try to not pull it by the flash boo. Yeah, it's not something you see every day. We'll call those the blood splatters. Gives me an idea. I really don't know what to expect from this, but I'm going to try it. Maybe you all know where I'm going with this. Let's see if this... Why did I jump? Man, it felt like it was hot. Man, okay. Just losing my mind. I can feel the heat. Maybe that's... Oh, maybe that's what it was. This is hot and I got a hole in my glove. That's what it... Man, that just absorbed all the heat. All right. Well, let's do this with this. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. It's not what I planned. Oh, what is this? Okay, and it's kind of... This project is just so wrong on so many levels. Why didn't that initially work? Because I didn't lube the rod. Now, as you all know, I love my core shots. Oh yeah, you have a nice bloody stump. We'll see how that turns out. That's going to probably take a while to cool. Let's have a look-see. Okay, did not turn out like I expected. It did actually have some kind of more humanistic look to it. Interesting. I melted down one of the other fingers to get this one, so we'll see. Oh, yeah, that's much better. Feels like we should be able to. There we go. Very thin, though. Maybe too thin. Sorry. Like, you can actually see through the nail there. That may not work either. I just cannot come up with an idea because of the shape to get this to work, to make it a tube. I'm going to keep thinking. Kind of made a mess of this one. Oh, that did not turn out. I love the effect, though. What went wrong with that one? If anything, it's probably because I was poking around in there and probably created air pockets. Either way, though, creepy effect. I do like it. That's pretty convincing. Off camera, I decided to try something a little more simple, and I forgot to lube the damn rod again, but oh, the whole thing's coming out. Well, we can see it didn't go all the way through, but it did get really close. Also, just a little something's going on here. Those of you that pour silicone molds and not aluminum, perfect example is happening here. See where you're getting all those little bubbles and ridges, and it just doesn't look like the first one. Do you see the difference there? Look at that. It's because there's moisture that has built up inside of here over the last few pours. When that moisture builds up, it causes bubbles on the outside of your bait. So I should have been doing something to heat this up and dry it out in between each session, but you know what? They're just fingers. God, there's that little wart. See if I can get this out without burning myself. Oh, I so should have looped that. However, this will work for a tube bait. That's what we're going to run with. That's pretty good. So wrong, so wrong. How am I going to hook these? Oh, I figure this one, let's just screw that right on in there. I think that'll work well. That looks painful, don't it? That just doesn't look right. Bury the hook point. Oh, the way it's bent, I might not be able to bury the hook point. Whatever. There's one. This guy, I figure it's going to be a little more difficult, but a really heavy Ned. I'm thinking if I go maybe this route. Let's try that. Right under the fingernail. Just, oh, look at how painful that looks. God. Let's see if it's got the reach. Yeah, rigged better. Let's try and go back a little further with it. Get a little more meat in the finger there. Well, that may be the best we can do with that one. Yeah, I think that'll still catch. Let's see. This guy, let's rig this one backwards with the jig. I'm trying to think here. What if we had it like that? Like that? I think like this would be better. You think I'd be better at this by now? Every one of these looks so damn painful. There, that's something you see every day, right? It's kind of cool how that bulge in the finger though makes the perfectly everywhere. It just doesn't look right. Any way you do it, it doesn't look right. So let's see. Oh, look at this. I only have a couple of these left. I don't know where I got them. I think they're handmade because they were in a little baggie that had a shopping sticker on it like you'd get at a garage sale. So much sound. But this, I think, would be perfect. I think we're just going to shove this in through here. Oh, shoot. I already came through the plastic. We're just going to fish that bad boy like that. That'll be our tube. We'll see how long that one lasts. Probably not very long. Looks equally painful. This guy. I don't know yet. I may end up wacky rigging that. It could work. And then this one, I think he's just gonna have to stay at home. Unless I like Texas rig it or something like that. But I think I had enough options here right now. So that's what we're gonna go with. Why don't we line them up here for a nice little thumbnail. How does that work? If we do Is that pretty? Will that work for a thumbnail? Or a fingernail? Anyway, next up, for the next video, I'm going to fish them. I'm not going to fish them in this one, but I am going to fish them in the next one. So as usual, don't like, don't subscribe. I'm not your dad. I can't tell you what to do. But thanks for watching this gory episode.